What's going on YouTube? It's your boy RJ. As y'all can see, I'm delivering a pallet right now. I'm delivering a pallet to somebody's house. Pretty nice day today, so I thought, hey, why not go ahead and film a video? So I just want to let y'all know, if y'all got any questions about trucking, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section below. I try to get to as many comments as I can when I see them. Sometimes YouTube doesn't always give me the notification that I got a comment, so if I see it, I most likely will respond, or I will respond. So go ahead, if you got any questions about trucking. I don't care if you already have a trucking business, or you still thinking about it, or you at a point where you're looking for a truck, or you at a point where you got the truck and you trying to figure out how to get your first load. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. If you have a more in-depth question that you want me to see, I have my business email in the description box below. Go ahead and check that out. This video, we're gonna be talking about the truth about box trucking that they don't want you to know. Let's get into it. Is trucking as easy as they make it seem to be? The answer is no, it isn't. And also, yes, it is. Depending on what type of lane and what type of loads that you are picking up will dictate the amount of work it's going to take to, fulfill that load. If you're doing something like what I'm doing and you are doing multiple drops in a local area, I'm doing 15 to 16 drops a day, local to Cleveland, Ohio, where I'm from. All my people from Cleveland stand up, we out here. Yeah, I'm doing 15 drops a day. That type of load is going to take more manual labor than when I was going over the road. A lot of those loads where you go over the road, you're going to a lot of businesses that don't allow drivers to go into the warehouse. So they'll have like a sitting area where you go in, you check in with the person over receiving or shipping, and you just kind of sit and wait for them to load your truck up. Now those type of lanes, those specific lanes are called no touch. So it's just like it sounds, you don't touch anything, you just drive. Those lanes are so easy. But usually when you're doing no touch freight, I've seen that most of the no touch loads are going to be over the road. You're going to be going state to state. You're going to be using your MC authority. So yes, it can be easy as it seems, and no, it could be a lot harder than it seems. How much does it cost to really get into box trucking, meaning handling all your paperwork and getting a truck? This is kind of a complicated answer. Let's talk about it. The way that I got into trucking was probably the least expensive way that you could possibly get into trucking. What I did was I filled out all the paperwork that you can't avoid. Depending on which state you live in, though, will dictate how much this costs. Some states, it requires you to pay $300-400 just to start an LLC. In Ohio, it only costed me $100, I want to say, to start my LLC. And then you got to fill out all the proper paperwork to get your DOT and MC authority. If you have any questions about that, any questions, go check the description box down below. I have a book, an ebook specifically made for you from point A to point Z on how to start your trucking company. So go check that down below. I don't care what state you live in. It has all the information you need to start your box trucking company and be legit on this road. So go check that out. It's very, very important information in that book. But I will say that to find a truck with this method is a lot harder than it is to actually buy a truck. Just finding a truck is a lot harder. So what you could do is, you go through the whole process of getting your paperwork together, paying the proper fees that you have to pay, which is going to be the same whether you buy or rent a truck. And then you have to go ahead and rent your truck. But you got so many different options when it comes to renting a truck. You could rent from Enterprise, Ryder, Penske. Depending on what company you end up going with will depend on how much you're paying each month just to run, the business, renting the truck. Each company is totally different. So When you are looking into renting a truck, understand that each company, just because you talk to Penske and they talking about, oh, it costs $1,000 a week to rent a truck, don't expect that to be the same answer for every company that you talk to. You might find better deals with Penske, depending on the time that you're looking into buying, not buying a truck, but renting a truck. Or you can find better deals with Ryder or Enterprise. It just all depends. Whenever you're looking for this though, because most people rent box trucks for various reasons, whether that be commercial, whether that be, they're renting a box truck so they can move, whatever it is, the availability on the box truck and the rental space is kind of tough. It's kind of tough. I had to call around the country just to find this truck. And when I finally found this truck, I had to drive all the way out to Omaha, Nebraska just to get the truck. So understand that, you know what I mean? It just all depends on what you got going on, what time of the year you call and are inquiring about these trucks. I had to call a lot of companies, with every single one. I wasn't, Jesus, please. Okay, so y'all wasn't supposed to see that. But the major benefit to renting a truck, now mind you, you're gonna have more things that you have to be aware of. So you're gonna have to be aware of, putting more money aside. A month. You got to be really good with budgeting. You're gonna have to be aware that you're working with another company to run your business. So it's a partnership. But the major benefit to renting a truck is you're not putting yourself in major debt just to run a business. Because in all actuality, trucking ain't for everybody. No matter how good it seems on YouTube and stuff, trucking is not for everybody. So if you putting yourself, you going out jumping off the cliff, and you like, you know what, I'm gonna go get this truck. I don't mind putting myself in debt. I might have $10,000, $20,000, so I'm gonna go ahead and invest that in a truck. And then come to find out, you really don't want to be in the trucking business. Now you are stuck with all this debt. For people that are kind of wary about it, renting is a really good option, and it lets you dip your toe in the water without having a severe consequence and potentially losing a lot more money than you anticipate. Just understand that when you're going in. But buying a truck is also a major benefit because you are also having a lower payment each month. You're paying less money out of pocket. Say you put in $10,000, $20,000, right, to buy a truck. And we're not saying buying it outright. We're just going to speak on the financing perspective, because that's what most people are going to do. They're going to finance a truck. You put in $10,000, $20,000, you probably only be paying like $1,100, $1,200 a month. When you looking at it from a rental perspective, you could be paying 2-3 times that price, depending on the miles that you're driving and depending on the rate that you got for your truck. And I don't know the current rates for rental, so you just got to go and do the calling yourself and figure that out for yourself. But they don't tell y'all that on YouTube. They tell y'all how to call and book a load, right? They tell y'all, get a dispatcher or dispatch yourself. Like, it's such basic information. So now when you done got to that point, you like, what the hell do I do now? What the hell do I do now? You know what I mean? And it's like, I've seen a lot of comments like that. I've seen a lot of people comment on my videos, start their trucking business, and don't know what to do next. You see what I'm saying? They kind of get stuck. Because going from 0 to 1 is tough, but going from 1 to 2 is even tougher. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't understand where you're gonna get that second truck from, how you're gonna get someone to drive. Because if you're the owner operator, it's easy to get that one truck. It's really easy to get that one truck. But now when you have to put your faith in another person that's driving for your company, that's a whole different ball game. Finding the right type of person, a reliable person, so that's a little bit more of something that could be a little bit more intimidating than just getting behind the wheel yourself, because you're gonna get used to that immediately. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That's the real truth behind trucking. These are some things that you want to consider before getting into trucking that a lot of people don't talk about. They give you the basic information and don't really break it down to the lowest compound. You see what I'm saying? It's your boy RJ, man. If y'all enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up for me. I appreciate it very much. If you enjoyed the trucking content, go ahead and subscribe. I upload trucking content on a regular basis, so go ahead and subscribe so you will be tuned in to the next video. You won't miss the info that you need to start your successful trucking company. Your boy is coming up on a year in the business, man. It's insane. It's insane. And the craziest part about that is y'all been there since day one. Y'all literally have been there since day one. The first day I got my truck, I made a video on YouTube. Y'all been walking with me this whole time. So I appreciate everybody who has stuck around thus far, who's still chasing a dream. And just know we in this thing together, man. We building it for our families. It's bigger than us. Yeah, it's your boy RJ. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.